address Azerbaijan-Turkic nation to world nations and warning to Russian and Armenian occupants of Azerbaijan and Turkic land of Nagorni Karabakh. Truth about Azerbaijan national land of Nagorni Karabakh and its capital city of Shusha. Ancient capital city of Nagorni Karabakh, Shusha, is not Armenian city as intentional and wrongly falsified by Armenians, but had been built by the Shusha nation, who forcefully and internally displaced by the order of powerful Turco-Mongolian Ilkhanate Empire in 1256-1258. Dear ladies and gentlemen, falsification of history, historic toponyms in the Caucasus region by Armenians falsifier has already been well known to all of the Middle East and Caucasian nations, and this illegal falsification of history by Armenians is continuing till today. And it is bringing enormous tragedy and human catastrophes to regional nations of Caucasus. Not only Transcaucasia region, but whole Caucasus had been settled by the ancient steppe Turkic nations, Oghuz and Kipchaks, Albans, for 1,000 years. In this time, Armenians didn't live in Caucasus and Transcaucasia at all. Armenian statehood in Caucasus and Transcaucasia never existed, but just only a couple of Armenian religious congregations and built by them couple Armenian churches. Beginning with 900 AD, whole Caucasus region, including Transcaucasia, had been occupied by several powerful Turkic empires of Ghaznavids, Seljuks, Ilkhanate, Timurid empires. Therefore, only Turkic nations in Caucasus have had their original regional governments as a Transcaucasia Khanates in Caucasus from 900 AD, who had depended and managed by the Turkic Ilkhans, sultans, shahs of existing Turkic empires, including Iran, till Russian occupation of Caucasus in 1826. After occupation of North Azerbaijan Turkic Khanates by Russian Imperial Army in 1826 and by Turkmenchay Treaty between Turkic Emperor of Iran and Russia in 1828, 1 million Iranian and Ottoman Armenian citizens dislocated to northern Turkic Azerbaijani Khanates territory, and that way was created artificial Armenian state by the Russians in the territory of Turkic Yerevan Khanate of northern Azerbaijan, which never existed before. But it is not enough for Armenian falsifiers, who, supported by Russian and Western crusaders, they are continuing their falsification until today and again occupied one of the best land of contemporary Azerbaijan Republic territory of Nagorni Karabakh on the false allegation about Armenian origin of ancient capital city of Nagorni Karabakh Shusha city. But truth about Shusha is, Shusha had been built not by Armenians, but dislocated Shusha citizens of the Iranian Gulf region when in 1256 Turco-Mongolian army had occupied Shusha and Kish cities on the way to attack to Baghdad, the capital of Arab Caliphate, and dislocated survived part of Shusha and Kish citizens to mountain part of Karabakh Khanate and Shakik Khanate territory. Because of ancient Shusha was the second largest city of ancient Seleucid Macedonian Empire and one of the center of Macedonian Christianity, and in Shusha city lived big Macedonian and Greek Christian population. When Turco-Mongolian army under Turkish general Kitbuga has occupied Shusha and Kish cities on the way to attack to Baghdad, a part of survived citizens, Shushans, Macedonians, Greeks, had been dislocated to mountain territory of one of the powerful Khanate of Azerbaijani Turks in Caucasus, Karabakh Khanate territory. The first original Christian church in Shusha in Nagorni Karabakh had been built not by Armenians, as Armenian falsifiers are lying, but by the Christian Macedonians and Greeks who were a part of dislocated citizen of ancient Shusha city in southern Iran in 1256-58. Original Shusha city is existing right now in Khuzestan region of Iran with 70,000 its citizens. In that time, Armenians didn't live in Nagorno Karabakh at all, but they came to Turkish territory, to this territory of Turkic Karabakh Khanate after Russian occupation of Karabakh Khanate territory after Turkmenchai Treaty between Russia and Iran-Turkish Empire in 1828. Toponym of Shusha is belong to ancient Shusha nation, but not Armenians. Shusha name has been taken from ancient Shusha nation's god's name in Shushina, and it proves that Shusha is not Armenian city, but was built by Shushan citizens who had been internally dislocated by the powerful Turco-Mongolian army of Ilkhanate Empire between 1256-58. An Orthodox Christian church in Shusha city has been built by the Christian Macedonian and Greek citizens of Shusha, but not Armenians, who didn't live in Turkish Karabakh Khanate territory in that time. But they came later to this territory after Russian occupation of Nasr Azerbaijani Khanate's territory in 1826-1828. A new Armenian church which was built in Shusha on the ruin of ancient Macedonian Orthodox Church in Shusha just recently in 1970s in the Soviet time, which Armenian falsifiers now show it to all of the world for falsely legitimation of occupation of Azerbaijan territory. Armenian and Russian occupation army not only occupied Azerbaijan Turkic land of Nagorno Karabakh, but also as a fascist conducted ethnic cleansing and mass killing of Azeri Turks, who are the true owners of Nagorno Karabakh and lived in this territory for several millenniums and had their government from ancient time. Armenian and Russian army must leave occupied Azerbaijani land of Nagorni Karabakh as soon as possible, or otherwise, Azerbaijan National Army will return Azerbaijan land of Nagorni Karabakh by force. It will be great patriotic war of Azerbaijan nation, Azerbaijan Turkic nation against Russian and Armenian fascists. If Armenian government will continue its baseless, belligerent policy towards Azerbaijani Turkic nation, they can lose whole statehood of Armenia, which has been artificially created by Russian in the Turkic Yerevan Khanate territory. And Russia must not forget that historically, at least half of all Russian Federation land belonged to Turkic steppe nations who lived in this land for millenniums and are living right now. And disrespect of Russian government to Turkic nations could easily destroy Russian Federation to multiple independent Turkic republics. And no any Russian atomic bombs will help Russian occupants. Thanks.